So, how many times have you wondered exactly how long should your thread be when you're getting ready to start working on a needlepoint project? Well, the answer to that question is between 15 and 18 inches long. So I'm going to show you today how I cut my thread when I'm using silk and ivory, because silk and ivory is one of my favorite threads to use working on my needlepoint projects. It's good for both 13 count and 18 count canvases. So when you cut it off, I always save my little handy dandy tag there. And then I cut it off the tag, and it's going to be in a loop when it comes, once you've untwisted everything, when it comes off the tag. And you've got that place there that you cut to get it off the paper tag. I always cut that all the way through. Then that leaves me with a really long piece of thread, which is way too long to use to stitch with. But if you only cut it in half, that's still going to be too long to work with. So what I like to do with the silk and ivory is take it and divide it into thirds. Now it will give you on the shorter end of about a 15-inch piece, but it's much better to have thread that's cut too short, or cut shorter on the shorter end, not too short, but cut on the shorter end than on the longer end, because it's less apt to fray, and your work will look much nicer. So now I've got it cut into thirds and into the appropriate length of thread. And what I always do after I've done that, pull one strand out and just double it a couple of times, run it through the little hole on the tag. Whoops. Get that to go in there. And then this way you have, let's pull that through that little loop there. That way you know if you've used all the thread, you at least have one little twiddle there that you can go back to the store and get more of the same color, and you know what color it is that you're going to be looking for. And when I'm ready to put my thread away in my project bag, I always just do an overhand knot very loosely, and then you can very easily pull out one strand to work with when you're ready to thread your needle. Happy stitching!